This is the XM4, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the pros, the cons, and some of the overall stats of the gun, and 3 different meta loadouts made for every playstyle. The description Treyarch gave for the XM4 is this: a well-rounded weapon with average accuracy, mobility, and power among its counterparts. That being said, this gun's going to be great in most situations, although you might want to watch it when it comes to close quarters because the ADS time is around 5.8 milliseconds. This is a bit slow, and it's one of the downsides when it comes to the XM4. So we're going to take a look at the loadouts. Now I'm going to divide this into 3 different loadouts. We have the complete meta loadout for this weapon, then we're going to have the complete meta loadout with 8 attachments. That means with the primary gunfighter, and I'm also going to add a low tier loadout for the people that are just starting out. So start with the low level loadout. So for the muzzle, we're simply just going to put a suppressor on there. You can't go wrong with the suppressor. You don't show up on the mini map. This gun does pretty good damage at medium to long range, so when shooting people at a distance, you don't have to worry about showing up on the radar, and also this will simply help you get streaks at the end of the day. Next, for the optic, we have the Aku Spot Reflex military reflex sight, a depth for both special and conventional forces. This is just a nice red dot sight at a low level. Looking through it, it just looks nice, but if I had it unlocked, I'd definitely go with the Kevlar Microflex. And next, of course, we got the vertical foregrip. This gives you horizontal recoil control. Not really much to it, gives you more accuracy. And next, we have the Fast Mag 1. And as you can see, I have the Extended Mag 2 unlocked, but the Fast Mag 1 is nicer because it doesn't slow you down and you can still reload pretty quick despite not having as much ammo as the Extended Mag 2. That's the reason why I would go with the Fast Mag 1 for this loadout. And yes, I know this is the low level loadout, but you get this at level 14, so it's not that bad, and you can still manage to get this attachment relatively early in the game. And lastly, we have the Commando Grip. Balanced pistol grip with moderate handling improvements to aim and speed and sprint to fire. As you can see, we get a plus to the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed. This is always a plus, especially with a weapon like this. The ADS speed isn't that quick. It's around 5.8 milliseconds, so it's going to take you a little bit to aim down your sight. So having this attachment is a nice plus, especially during the low levels. Next, we have the overall meta loadout. Now this loadout is when you have this gun maxed out, you don't have the 8 attachments, but you want to use all the normal amount of attachments. So again, starting off with the muzzle, we have the ported compensator. Balanced compensator that provides a moderate reduction to both the first shot recoil and the overall vertical recoil. Now this is really nice because it gives us the accuracy on the first shot, and we have that vertical recoil control. So with it being at the bottom and you having to unlock it at level 36, you can see why it gives you so many benefits. So for this next one, I mentioned it before, this is pretty much opinion based, but in my opinion, I really do think Kevlar Microflex is probably one of the best sights on here. I like a normal flat wide open sight, and this just works for me. Once again, this is personal opinion, but I think most people are probably going to be rocking this sight. That's how it goes in most Call of Duties. Most people like to use it, just like the MK reflex sight or the slate reflector. Anything that looks like this, it's always the go-to. And for the next attachment, we have the Underbarrel. Now keep in mind, this is the meta loadout, and despite having all of these Underbarrel attachments, the vertical foregrip is the way to go. That horizontal recoil control is really hard to beat. It's always nice, once again, to have more accuracy. But next, we have an attachment that's going to mess up that accuracy just a little bit, and we're going to go to the fire mods, and we're going to go to the rapid fire. All this does is increase your fire rate. But if you look here at the con, you go down on the vertical recoil control, you go down on the horizontal recoil control, down on the bullet velocity, and of course down on the damage range. This is okay though, because this gun specializes in medium to long range engagements. Not too great at close quarters, but having this rapid fire kind of makes up for that, and that's why it goes perfect in this loadout. With this being a meta loadout, it's supposed to be the most versatile loadout as possible, and having that rapid fire on this XM4 really makes up for the shortcomings it has at close quarter engagements. And lastly, for the rear grip, we have the Commando Grip once again. This gives us simply good ADS speed and sprint to fire time. That's what we need once again for this weapon. We want this XM4 build to be overall balanced. All these attachments put together makes a real well-rounded meta loadout. And for the 8 attachment loadout, it's going to be exactly the same thing as the one you just seen, except we're going to add the balanced stock. As you can see, it says maximize mobility potential with moderate improvements to the movement speed in hip and when aimed down sights. And if you look closely at the pros, we get a plus in the strafing movement speed, hip fire movement speed, and aim walking movement speed. This allows us simply just to be quicker, and that's what we need for an assault rifle. That's all I got for this video. If you like these type of videos, make sure you hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed, maybe even try hitting that subscribe button. I make videos like this all the time. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.